Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
Cousins' throw here pulled in by Galladay. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. Touchdown, Houston. Philip Dorsett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll run here with Taylor, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football.
Make sure it sounds
I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Here's the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Working with a 2nd and 4. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Cousins now from the 50. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
A carry there for Mostert as he's able to work his way forward for a pretty good pickup on 1st down. Officially a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They'll run with Mostert. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
No, 66. 44 the mic.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. Under pressure, they got him again. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You say Khalil Mack and offensive coordinators get very, very nervous, and there's another example of exactly why. 9 sacks in 2020. He's been named to 6 consecutive Pro Bowls and been an All-Pro in 2 of the previous 3 seasons in Chicago.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. First and 10, Taylor now. And only able to muster extra couple down to about the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Mostert. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They give to Taylor out of the gun. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Taylor again. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he's thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around, or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now Cousins. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jacob Harris as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Santos with the extra point. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Throw left side taken in by Galladay. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Brady. Going deep here for Watkins. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Colts. Quez Watkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And that almost makes it a brand new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Cousins. Throwing deep for Galladay. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now Brady. He gets it complete to Harris. They find some open field here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Indy.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run here with Dillon, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. With his 11th touchdown on the ground, number 13 overall. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. And now here is another interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Cousins now. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 42.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
On 1st down, Taylor. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Play action now, Cousins. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
It sounds right, boy.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, but they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
It sound right, boys.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Cousins to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Sound right.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Schwartz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. Kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
First down, here's Cousins. will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They hand it off to Mostert, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Cousins. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
60 yards rushing for him now to this point. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Brady's going to sneak it. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Dillon. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now, what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Texans are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off at the 21. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Now the point after try for Santos. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. A throw complete to Dorsett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From just shy of midfield, Cousins. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the Colts are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw is Brady. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Brady. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well,
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And they take a knee. At a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. taking a knee at the end of the game. That means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it, and let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter, but a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there, but in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for Indianapolis, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Houston, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they had 2